What up? What's going on? We are the Movie Disciples, and if you don't know, this is a podcast where we discuss all things fandom and where fandom meets artists and creators with insights. On today's episode, we're doing Deadpool and Wolverine because, of course, shit just came out. Wake up, get with it. And we're gonna start off top with non-spoilers, and then we'll give you guys a cue because we're gonna be spoiling everything from this movie and damn near all the old Fox movies. So if you ain't seen any of the Fox movies from 1998 until now, at a certain point you're gonna want to tap out
like that. Yeah.
That's kind of that might be a spoiler.
Hey, shit, they spoiled enough of it online themselves.
They definitely have.
Like Deadline, Entertainment Weekly, they just said fuck it. But before we do all that, though, if you don't know, we got Juice Wayne back in this thing. We got G, aka International G. We got Drizzle, aka The Prophet, and we got myself, Hollywood Hunter, aka Hunterpool, today. And we are recording on July 29th. And like I said, movie just came out this past weekend, so we're gonna drop and break down everything that happened in the movie. And before you do, make sure wherever you get your podcast from, hit that 5 stars and that follow button. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell on YouTube. And I guess before we get into that, I literally just got somebody to follow us on YouTube. Shout out to Kay. I literally just met, and she was like, "I'm down. I'll check you guys out. I'll let you know." So, Drink Champs, give it up for Kay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
Shout out to Kay.
Shout out to Kay and Cashmere. They were great customers at my JOB. All right, y'all. Like I said, we're talking about Deadpool, Wolverine. Just dropped this weekend. I just want to know, initial thoughts when you walked out of the theater. Juice Wayne. What just quick, what was your thoughts when you first walked out? What was you thinking?
I mean, I thought it was a good time. I thought it was fun. I really didn't have no critiques like initially, like leaving the theater. I thought like there wasn't really anything I would have done different. It did definitely leave me wanting to see more, but I didn't really, initially, I didn't really have any critiques. I thought it was good.
Good time.
Yep.
G, what was initial thoughts when you fresh out the theater?
Initial
sun hit your eyes.
I was like, damn, I appreciated my crowd, bro. My crowd from the kids.
Yeah, my crowd was a little weak.
Your crowd. Damn, no.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Like we was all in it together. Wow. Like we planned our tickets and everything. Like we went in there and we was all together. It was even a kid at one point that was describing stuff, and we was laughing because we heard them probably telling their parents or something or whatever, that they caught. And I was just like, damn. I said, okay. So my initial thoughts, especially after like, letting it kind of sink in, when you sit there for a little bit, I was like, that was cool. I was like,
yeah,
I'm with that. Yeah.
Okay. Drizzle, initial thoughts.
I enjoyed the movie, man. Like from the beginning, I was kind of cheese-faced. I was like, damn, like this might be a whole little situation. And then when the action hit me, I was like, dang, we just hopping straight into it, huh? All right, I'm with that. I was like, I was curious to see what direction they were gonna go with the movie. I was like, all right, bet. But nah, I really enjoyed it. Not gonna lie though, and this ain't no shade to the movie. I fell asleep at the end of the movie. I was exhausted.
What time did you see it?
I saw it like, nah, I ain't gonna tell you. That's gonna make me sound like an old ass man, dog. I think what time was it? I think it was like
saw the matinee.
1 o'clock in the middle of the damn day, dog. Now what time was it? It was 9 something.
You and Hunter, man. I don't know how y'all do that, man.
Dog, I'm like, ain't no shame over here. I went to sleep in the latest Planet of the Apes movie, Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. I saw that shit at like 3:40 I'm talking about like I took
Yeah.
my hoodie off and everything. I still went to sleep like straight
I
up. Just,
was, I don't know what it was, man, but like I saw all the action, I saw all that. I didn't see the resolution like all the
mm,
way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I was like, wait a minute, damn, damn. Oh well, I mean,
hey, it
yeah,
happened to the best.
like
It happened to the
you know what
best.
I'm saying? Like I saw the end credit scene. You know what I'm saying? I saw like the scene right before the credits were rolling.
Mm,
You know, but I know I missed like. I saw when the movie climaxed and you know what I'm saying, people was doing the thing and then Worlds was doing Worlds, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay,
Okay.
okay. But I didn't see how I just didn't see I didn't see the whole story arc.
yeah, you
Like
missed like
I missed something real important at the end. And I was like,
Hell, we about to tell you.
yeah, you dropped the baton. You
yeah.
dropped the baton right. I'm like, oh shit! Like hands got a little sweaty. Dude, oh fuck, pick
We
it back
about to
up.
tell you.
I was like, damn. I was like, and then my girl was laughing at me. She was like, tired, huh? I said, no, you ain't gonna do that because she was knocked out in the first fight scene. I just looked over at her. I said,
Damn.
can't hang, huh? She was like, I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I said, we got to watch this
Dang
again.
up. Yo, there, babe.
That's what he like.
It was a long ass fucking day, dog. Like, talk about just adulting from 7 in the morning all the way through. I said, yo, this is for the birds, man. I wish I was a kid again. No responsibilities. I could just go watch the movie.
Right.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what you gotta do. Like
man.
me, bring a Celsius. Like I didn't bring like I mostly like if I know I might be. I mean, might have to shut it down in there. I'm like, I gotta bring the Celsius
Hmm.
just in case.
Right.
I didn't have Celsius. I drank a little bit of pre-workout before I walked in there. Mind you, this is 3:40 in the afternoon. Yeah, I was like, I need some of this just to make sure. So I was first in there. I'm like, I'm hot. So I think the pre-workout was just in my system, just cooking
He
me. I
was
was like,
like, you was in the fight scene, huh? You was like,
I was like,
that
I
was
was like,
you.
oh, what the fuck going on? Yeah, I was in there. Anybody's hot. I was looking around like, I'm sweating and shit. And like, I'm on that
It's
shit.
cocaine, baby.
I'm on that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man. But my
Yeah,
initial
dog.
thoughts pretty much echoes everybody else's. I was like, yo, that was a good ass time. My theater was pretty solid, even though like the people I went with, the young boys from work, they were like, it was like, yo, come on, Brian, like, I know you want to see this shit. I'm like, you got the ticket? I was like, no. I'm like, all right, like, come with us. I was like, all right. Went in there, and it was hype. Like, credits start rolling. Woo! They was clapping. I was like, I like these guys. So I came with y'all. And the person behind me was like, shh. I was like, I'm gonna be like, bitch, it's Marvel. I'm like, everybody clapping, everybody hype. I'm like, we all hype for the same thing. You don't come here and no, shh, you know,
Yeah.
shut your ass up.
Talking about
I'm
fuck
like,
out of
shh.
here,
Like, I want
yo.
to hear that shit. But just like I walked away and I was like, yeah, I'm like this is. I mean, I feel like it did what I thought it was going to do. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it
Deliver.
landed the plane. Yeah, delivered. Like, because I
Yeah.
initially went and I was like, this is going to be crazy. And then I was like, let me drop this down. And then I was like, why am I dropping this down? I'm like, it's going to be what it is. I know what I'm expecting. It's a Deadpool movie, or at least we have Ryan Reynolds to bring Deadpool into the MCU, so he knows what
For
he's
sure.
doing. And I knew Hugh Jackman was going to deliver. So yeah, I just walked away. I was like, that's a good ass time. I want to see it again. I thought I'd see it again last night. Wasn't up to it, and I didn't want to fall asleep, so I did not go see it last
Yeah.
night.
I'm gonna watch it again for sure.
Yeah.
Like every theater, like there were showings from because we went there like 4 or 5 o'clock to get our ticket,
Mm-hmm.
and then to circle back around later in the day. And every single show from like 7 all the way to 1 o'clock, zero, like only one show had 2 seats beside each other.
Mm,
It was packed,
crazy.
and it's been a long time since I've went to a theater and hadn't been able to just legit sit where I wanted to, or like a small concession. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
legit was like, I was like, whoa! And they had hella showings. They had like a 6, a 6:15, a 6:45, right? Then a 7, 7:30, 7:45. Then, you know what I'm saying, at 8:15, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45, 10:15. All the we went through all of them. I was like, yo, my bad, bro. When he was punching the tickets, I'm like, my bad, bro. Let me see that 8:30. He's like, I'm like, dang. All right, let me see that 9. Dang, like they really out here, dog.
They were.
Yeah.
Like they really. I was surprised, man. I was so surprised. But I think the movie deserved every single one. I think all the love that went into the movie, like it was clear as day. You saw it, like all the homages to all the Marvel films that came before it. I mean, even the end when they did the
Oh, the
it's
behind
not
BTS stuff.
yeah, the
Yeah.
BTS stuff. That's not spoiler.
No, you're
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, that's not.
A little bit.
That's not. I mean,
No, you're right.
no,
You're
no, nah. It's just behind the scenes footage. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
right.
yeah, but it was a good homage.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good homage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first. I went to the RPX. That was my first time experiencing the RPX joint. So that was pretty dope. That was a good movie to catch that in.
That joint's
My
in your
only
That's the
radical.
gripe,
sound, right? That's just
yeah,
like the
with the
sound,
seats
right?
vibrating
Vibrate,
and
yeah.
all that shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
That's
that
what you
shit
saw
was
Aquaman in. That's what you saw Aquaman in that
Oh,
bitch.
okay.
That shit
So
was
that was
crazy.
pretty fun.
Aquaman.
Yeah, that shit
You
was
like,
Wild, bro.
oh shit.
Water riding, seahorse.
My only
Yeah.
issue is them niggas kept the fucking lights on, bro.
Oh.
No way,
So
dog.
the whole time it's like I
You
just
wait for the
kept
lights to
looking
turn.
up,
Yeah, my when it's
and I'm
turn
just
shit
like,
off.
bruh, so do they not know the fucking lights on? This why niggas don't come to the theater, dog.
Damn.
Like that was really my only gripe. But
That sucked.
eventually, I got over it. But
Yeah.
That
with
might
the
be one
dark
of the times.
scenes, you could tell.
Yeah, that might be one of the times you have to get up and pull a Karen. Like, hey, I paid too much motherfucking money. Turn the fucking lights
I
off. Like,
definitely thought about it.
because
But
like, yeah,
But that's
I'm
what you're paying for, dog.
right.
You paying
yep.
for the movie theater experience. You're not paying for the fucking light to be on and motherfuckers live.
Yeah, that shit happened to me once. I'm trying to think. Like, might have been when I was watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I was looking around. I was like, when we turn these lights off, fam, I'm looking. I'm like, I would get up in this movie. Like, hey, turn the goddamn lights off. I probably needed
Fucking
them on so I could
regal.
stay awake. But
Fucking regal again.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I remember I went to a theater. I was watching a movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but like 10 minutes into the movie, they started the whole movie over because like some shit
Oh,
was
that's
going
happened
on.
before too. I can't
And I
remember
was
what movie
like,
it was.
Fast
bruh,
Five that happened to me. There was like,
like,
we
what are we
sorry, like,
doing?
we fucking
It
up.
might
Like,
have been a Fast and Furious movie for us too.
it's always
Probably Fast and Furious. Was it 10? I don't even remember. It was. I remember that happening. That was some bullshit.
it was like,
I was like, come on, man.
yeah, something happened where it was like, we got the lights on. It was like, we're gonna restart the whole thing for you. So sorry. I was like, all right, I guess run it back.
Yo, it was 35 minutes of preview, bro.
Damn.
Literally.
Yeah, bro. Did y'all shit have like? So my shit had, like where they give you the little intro to where you about to get the previews and shit. They was giving us like commercials in between the previews, bro. Like ads.
No, come on,
Oh, that's
man. That's
crazy.
wilding,
And
bro.
I'm
Like,
like,
calm the fuck down.
and I'm like, bro, are these the coming attractions? Or are these just the regular like before all that shit start commercials?
It's on a Disney
And then
Plus
it went-
and Hulu.
And then it went straight into the movie, and then they didn't even show the Captain America trailer, which I was kind of expecting them to show.
Oh,
They didn't show the Captain
Yeah.
America trailer for you?
No, bro. I'm
Bro,
like,
they
yo,
showed you
y'all
toothpaste
fucking
commercials and
ball,
fucking
bro.
hamburgers, but they ain't show you no fucking Captain
No
America,
Captain
bro.
America. Though. I don't even
That's
remember what trailer they
foul,
showed.
Did
dog.
y'all remember y'all's? Because I wrote mine down.
Oh, you wrote yours
Nah, I ain't
down?
write none of mine
Like,
down.
The
like
trailers they showed.
that's
I ain't
fire.
writing none of mine down.
Like,
Is that a thing? Should we start doing that? Because I
I
ain't
think we
writing none of
should.
them
Like,
motherfuckers
I
down.
showed up late. Usually I try to get there, but I was running behind. Traffic was whooping my ass. So I walked in, like, had like 6 minutes left, which I wasn't mad at. I'm sitting my ass down, walked right
Bro,
in.
I was
saw Captain America.
working. Dog, I was working like in the car on the way to the theater. Like I'm on the laptop sending out emails. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I gotta get this shit done, yo. You know what I'm saying? Bam, bam, bam. Like we get into the theater, we cut around the
Multitasking.
corner, and I'm like, all right, man. Like, yo, these bills ain't gonna pay themselves. Shit. Yo. No, but
Gee.
nah, I enjoyed that shit.
What trailers they showed in yours?
Borderlands.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
before you can keep going, like That movie comes out in what, a week? It comes out August 9th or something like that.
Are you
Rachel-
serious?
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's my point. That's my point. It's coming out, and that movie either gonna be a surprise and everybody wants to see it, or that movie's about to flop hard.
I
Cause
thought that shit was supposed to come out a while ago though. That's why when I seen the little something for it, I was like, "Oh, this shit's still coming out."
I thought it was supposed to come out earlier this year or something like that, or maybe last year or whatever. But I just kept seeing every time I saw a trailer, it was like coming soon. I was like, they keep showing coming soon. That means they know they might have fucked this up, or they don't know where to place it at, because they don't know where to place it at to get some money back from it. Because they're like, it's a summer, blockbuster type, fun type of movie, but we don't know what to do with it. We don't know where to put it at to make some money back because we all kind of jammed up.
Yeah.
So like, I ain't going to go see it unless I hear one of y'all talk about it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And
It ain't
then,
nothing against the actors in the movie. That's not some shit.
So
that
sorry,
I'm trying
Kevin
to
Hart.
watch.
Can't
Like,
wait to work with Hart Productions. We love to work
it
with
ain't
you,
in my
Kevin
plans
Hart.
either, bro. I can't even lie to you.
Kate
I'm not
Blanchett.
like,
I look
ooh, I
forward to
gotta
working on
catch
set.
that Borderlands. Oh, I gotta
Jack
catch
Black.
that. Nah,
Look forward to working with you in the
it's gonna be
future.
funny.
We're not checking this out.
But
You know what I'm saying?
We're not
Like,
seeing it. Borderlands.
I mean, I'll definitely watch it when it drops on a streaming service or something
Oh,
for sure.
facts.
Like, it's not like I watched the Jumanjis and I was like, oh damn, I really enjoyed
that's
this.
what
You
it
know what I'm
feels like.
saying?
It is.
That's true.
That's exactly what it feels like.
It's
It is.
Jumanji
You're
meets
100% right.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm.
Who fucking knows, man?
Yeah.
All right, G, what was the other trailer that popped up?
Joker.
I think
Okay, yeah, I did.
I might
Yeah,
have
I had
missed that one.
Joker. I had
They
Joker.
showed that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had
That
Joker.
shit looked crazy on the screen. I was like, damn. It felt like it was
Yeah.
a
Actually,
little bit. It had like a longer runtime too. Like I was like, damn.
it was like a longer commercial.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like it's
Commercial.
like
Vince had commercial. Longer trailer.
that shit.
Fucking regal,
I
yo.
put James crazy movie. I don't even know my note.
Oh, you talking James McAvoy? See No Evil? That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Got you, bro. Got you. James crazy. James crazy movie. I was like, James Holmes got a crazy movie coming out. James, what you talking
James
about?
Holmes, shout out.
Shout out to
That's
James
cute.
I think
James got a movie?
that's a prime example of how I was looking at it because I remember I saw James and the beginning of the trailer was like it was kind of chill, So I was like,
You was like Professor X? Nah.
right. So I was like, well, looking at it, and then like the movie, the trailer kind of gets creepier and creepier to give you a little premise on what they're doing,
Yep.
Kind of like.
But you want to watch it because that man be cooking. James McAvoy, he
Cooking.
like
No, fact.
Nah, he's a monster, dog. He's a beast, dog.
legit.
Yeah.
Have to split.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
The next one.
Tell me you had that.
Prince.
Okay, tell me you had that long Alien trailer. Tell me you had that Alien trailer.
I
saw that one. That's the one I saw. I'm like, I'm seeing that in IMAX because
It was like extra. Yeah, it was like my trailer was hella long. Like I've seen the trailer because I want to watch Alien for sure.
Facts, me too.
And my shorty was like this. She was like, "What is this?" She was like, "You okay with me not watching this?" I said, "Nah, you." I was like, "You good? I'm gonna just watch this somebody else." She's like, "All right."
It was gross, though. It was gross.
It was crazy.
Yeah, we got the R-rated trailer, so yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, yeah.
Fucking tentacle was like, bah, bah, bah. I said, that's wild. They pause on that.
And show her body glowing, and it was eating her body away.
I was like, yes,
God, Jesus,
Alien Romulus. We all watching. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch that for sure.
What else you got, G? What other trailer?
Deliverance. That was a crazy trailer, man. They were just sprinkling holy water on the kid, and it was just sizzling and growling, dog.
You said Deliverance. What was that Halle Berry?
What that is?
Nah, I don't know who it was, bro. But that shit was. Imagine the kid was like, kind of like laying off to the right of the screen, but kind of in that typical bed that they do most exorcisms in, And you just kind of hear like growling, And the lady got the Bible and got little tabs in it from scriptures in which she done reference, And she's telling the lady at the head or the foot of the bed, like whatever it tells you, don't believe it, And the kid just growling. And she just sprinkling like holy water on him, like she checking to see if a pan hot before she scrambles some eggs. And he just That shit was wild, bro. That shit
What
was
the fuck
wild.
is that? I ain't never even
That
heard of
shit
that.
was
Yo,
wild, bro.
Wait,
Definitely
wait.
need
that's
to get that one.
Is that the movie that's coming out on Netflix?
Yeah,
God,
yeah, it is.
that's crazy. They showed that in theaters.
And
Wow.
I didn't get that one, dog. That
I
sounds
didn't
Bro,
get that
came in
either.
late. Wow.
crazy.
trippy.
Like, cause it's starring what, Andre Day. Is Mary J. Blige in that shit?
You said Andre today? Yeah, yeah, I'll start on that bitch for sure, dog. Yeah, for sure. For sure, dog. Yeah, hire
Yeah.
me. Let's
What
go.
theater you went to, G?
Huh?
What theater you went to?
Oh, I picked because
Oh, okay.
I pick overrated, bro.
it was
I ain't never been. I ain't never
I
been to
love
one. So
iPick. It was only 8
It's overrated, dog.
5 of them were playing uh, Deadpool, right? And then
Hmm.
what iPick does on Sundays, they do a throwback movie. So when y'all said 35 minutes of trailer, I had like 45 minutes of trailers because they did kind of like what y'all said, the commercials, but iPick does a throwback. So they did a Scarface trailer because that's the throwback movie that they do on Sunday. So if you want to go in there and see a cheap matinee, they do that. They do that, and then they do what's the name of it? They do like not private, yeah, showings, and they do advertising for showings when they do whatever that's local. So if somebody,
That's a little excessive, though. I thought 30. I thought 35 minutes was excessive. You just said 45 minutes. Like
man,
Deadpool already was a long ass fucking movie,
facts, bro. You sleep before
right?
the movie starts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you know,
that's just crazy.
this is what they do.
But like,
They try to get people's food orders in because y'all remember you can push the
Yep.
Oh yeah,
food order
glizzies and shit like
at
that.
and so because that's what
Gourmet glizzy.
yeah, you just
gourmet glizzy, though. I hate y'all so much.
right, the
Oh
girl
my
got like
god.
2 corn dogs. The dude was like
In your mouth?
cash a car, yeah, you no, so so I was like, okay, I get it, you know what I mean? Because we was ordering it, and then also
45 minutes though? Like, how do
last
you plan
too.
for that?
I hate that they said because it kind of snapped me out of reality. Their waiters come by and they'd be like, "We do, we know, we do a last call about an hour in." So I was like, because when they came by, it hit me that I was like, "There's only an hour left," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Oh, they take you out of the immersive experience of
right, right,
being in the Deadpool universe.
right,
Right.
and y'all already
Yep.
Yeah, I did
I
that.
had the last one was Captain America.
Captain America, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. Like everybody, like people were like, I don't know if people were clapping, but people were like, "Woo!" Like in my theater, everybody was like hype for it. There was a like at the end scene when you see Cap like take off and he like break the sound barrier. Everybody's like, "Oh!" I was like, "Okay, all right, y'all hype for this. What I'm talking about? Yeah, let's go."
They
Yeah.
think he's gonna. They think he's gonna get the super
Serum.
soldier serum at
That's
the
what I
end
heard
of the
too.
movie, or like middle of the movie, or something like that.
I hope not.
Yeah, why not?
I guess it's off the strength of like just showing the difference. Because I don't want to lie and say like I know the lore for like Sam Wilson like that. But from what my
Hmm.
knowledge,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think he took the serum at all unless he did, and I'm lost. Somebody let me know in the comment section down below. But
I don't
I
know.
just like the difference. Like, all right, I'm doing this off like the strength of like IQ, heart. Like, not saying Steve didn't have any of that shit, but Steve had the
The
plus.
OG.
Yeah, he had the Mario mushroom. He had the damn star on him.
Mm.
Like, all right, like I beat your ass. Like Sam got to beat your ass just off strength. Like
Yeah.
nothing else added.
Some crime mob shit. Ah,
I beat your ass.
yeah, no. Yeah, but I mean, like, here's the thing, though, right? How's he gonna fight a Red Hulk, which is a regular
Yeah.
human body, dog? Like,
All right,
he gonna
And
get
just
punched in the
the
chest once,
super suit.
and his shit just gonna crumble.
I got a theory.
I'm gonna pull out that pistol.
You think he's gonna have an adamantium and vibranium suit?
I think
Something along
I
the
don't think
lines.
he
He's
gonna fight
gonna.
him.
Not at
He
all.
might get. He might get thrown around a little bit,
Yeah, I don't think Sam.
but it ain't gonna be no in-depth fight probably.
Yeah, I don't think he
Yeah.
square up with him because
Who you think? Do you think Hulk gonna come out and help fight all of a sudden?
no, because
Uh,
like
She Hulk.
it would be cool. It would be cool to see them do something different. You know what I mean? And I think this is gonna be the one that they use like the smaller organizations that are being introduced and like like we got a Black Widow representative in the movie. You know what I mean? So in my brain,
Yeah, the shorty that is might be the dude that gave her him, my bad, the president his juice or
Yep.
some shit like that.
Yep.
short lease situation. You know what I mean? She gave him the juice,
Yeah, something.
but she also got the juice. You know what I mean? But she probably like, I could take
She got his crack.
for control. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I think it's gonna be kind of like that situation.
Okay.
Homelander milk.
Kind of like the shit was, you know.
Yo, first of all,
I'm like, this nigga is
sorry, G.
Yeah.
Sidebar real quick. That acting in that scene was so on fucking point, dog. When that nigga got squirted with the milk, Homelander.
Shit, look like some
Yo,
improv.
yo, that shit, bro. I said, he really trying to get him an Emmy this season, dog. He really trying to do it, dog.
I feel
I
like,
was like,
halftime, like, they just
yo.
be surprising. Like, we're going to do this scene, but we ain't going to tell you when we're going to do X, Y, and Z. Like, the scene in the car, spoiler if you ain't seen
Boys.
The
The
boys.
Boys. There's a scene when girl, like, Busher, like, says, like, I'm gonna take you up on your offer, and you send her a text message, and you send her a shot of somebody's butthole. That was real.
That shit was wild.
She had no idea. It was a straight up butthole. It was.
That show be nasty too. I ain't even.
I was like, why am I looking at an anus, fam? Just straight up anus.
They had the dude. What was the dude that was eating his own ass?
G face. Okay, hold on, y'all. Now we just turned this whole thing.
We gotta get back around. Like,
you're gonna have to
That show
bleep that
wild,
out.
bro.
You're gonna have to bleep that out, dog. We try to still keep this like, you know what I'm
That show
saying?
wild, dog.
Yeah, but that scene was wild because it was like 12 of them, dog.
Yeah, I think I turned it off. That shit.
Yeah, I was like,
that shit was
what?
straight centipede. I was like,
I wasn't even in the mood, dog.
that
just sound
scene
effects.
that scene was chill, dog. He said, "This is not what it looks like." It's not. Okay.
I'm like, okay.
All right, bro. Like, what's it look like, bro? Like,
Oh yeah. All right. Let's circle back. All right, that was the end of the trailers. Let's get ready. Let's go. Spoiler warning.
Spoiler territory.
Spoiler warning for Deadpool Wolverine.
Spoiler.
Sound effect. Yeah, like sound effect for that. All right, y'all. So like I said off top at the beginning, if you haven't seen anything from Marvel from 1998 until whenever the hell that shit got shut down, was it 2022, 2023 when they merged? 2011, I mean 2021, I don't know, but you ain't seen anything since from Marvel, from Fox Universe, then
you're not gonna know what the fuck is going on. And
you're gonna be a little lost, and it's gonna be definitely spoiler-ish.
You know what? I can appreciate that aspect about Deadpool. Is like, wait a minute. See, I'm just thinking about a conversation that we had earlier, but there's enough information in the movie to give you an idea of what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for folks that didn't watch the movie, or excuse me, that haven't seen anything in recent Marvel stuff, there's still enough information to get you caught up to speed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to say, I like how they don't really hold your hand too much. Like, that's originally what I was gonna say, but then when I really thought about it, I was like, they don't hold your hand, but they give you what you need to follow the story, and there really shouldn't be any confusion.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was gonna say I can appreciate that and what they did with the story. Like I really enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My first question, just like my initial thought, when I guess I'm gonna spoil territory. Let me get unserious. When y'all were watching the movie, did it feel like a Deadpool movie? If that makes any sense, or like, did it feel like a Deadpool movie? And Deadpool trying to find his way into MCU, or did it feel like an MCU movie and it starred Deadpool?
The latter.
Yeah, the latter for sure. It to me it didn't feel like a Deadpool movie. Like it felt like something new and something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the spirit of Deadpool was there for sure, right? Can't take that away. But it you can tell that it wasn't a, like a shoestring budget. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm,
could tell that they legit had all the resources to really make it work from other angles. And it wasn't just like, Team Ryan Reynolds and his camp, right? They actually had that extended help from the MCU, team or whatever you want to say, but they had those resources. You could see it in the animation, you could see it in the storytelling, and you could see it in the tone of the movie, you know.
Yeah, like I agree. It felt like something fresh. It had remnants of the MCU in there, but like Dre said, they didn't have to hold your hand and make you revisit too much. Like it felt like a grounded action movie that just kind of featured Deadpool and then obviously Wolverine and the other niggas that they ended up showing in there. But yeah, it felt like his own thing, which is what I liked about it,
Hmm.
while still giving you the familiarity of some of the Fox stuff and
For
some of the
sure.
MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
what about you, G?
Yeah, man. I thought the lore that they dropped into made the world like that much richer. I said, oh, okay, they could have dropped in at any point, but I'm like, the point that they chose to drop into, I thought was like a good point with where we were with Loki and just like, you know, to give a nod to what you guys are saying. It's like we went at a point where Logan was in the beginning, but then still did a let me catch everybody up to speed that may not know where we are in this gravesite scene. And then came back to there and didn't just shove Logan Lord because the flashback.
They played it for laughs, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even after they lied to us, remember everybody in the press was like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we ain't gonna do that. We respect Logan. He Jesus. They literally in the first line.
First thing,
They
touching Logan literally.
they literally said we touching Logan. They motherfucking did it, and then that was hilarious. I called Hunter Poole and was like, I mean, it was funny, but like he was getting off though. Like he was like
He
he
was.
was
He was.
I said he was dancing, dog. And I said they may have quote unquote did a weird thing with his grave or whatnot, but like ironically they paid homage. Like he ended them off with claws, did that whole shebang. So I thought it was cool, man. I really did. I thought it was different. I didn't think it was done weird. It was still funny with the bye bye bye. I mean, because that was obviously a play into just like the old Marvel stuff going by, but
Yeah.
him introducing it. So it was tasteful, man. Like y'all said, it was a bunch of people in the room that was not, you know, trying to create something whack. Like you could tell they was just like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And then they took their time, And I thought it still looked good. Like it didn't look like it was, yeah. So I agree with y'all. I'm resonating with everything that y'all are saying for sure.
And
Same.
it helps that the fighting, like the action sequence, like especially that first sequence
Ooh-wee.
was dope too. You know what I'm saying? So it was easy to take in the jokes while you're still getting this visceral action. The visuals look good. The sound was crazy in my shit.
Sound, oh yeah, oh,
Like that sound was slapping on that scene. So it was like, okay, you kind of already getting a taste of what you about to get going into the movie.
Sticking with that. So what worked for y'all? Just overall, because like Juice just saying, especially the action, like even the intro, like Deadpool has like that was a better intro than the second movie to me.
Yeah.
And especially just like you was saying, like he was getting down. Deadpool was up there. I was like, wait, what is happening? I was like, he was dancing in the middle of it. I was crying, laughing. I'm like that
It
the
had,
action was crazy. Just off top of
yeah,
oh, we let you know like we got this shit on lock. What you was about to
it
say?
had remnants. It had remnants of the first Deadpool.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It felt
Yep.
like that beginning scene, it all felt the same way. Like, here's a little introduction, right? I'm gonna tell you how we got here. Real flashbang opening, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't pull the punches. Like right in the beginning, that first kill was like, damn.
I was like,
You know what I'm
oh,
saying? Right? They said, hey, this is what kind of movie this is. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
was like, yo, towards the end when he threw the sword and ricocheted off the ground,
that was hard. Just to see, yeah,
that that
yeah,
shit was so I say, yo,
Yeah,
dog, like,
yeah, bro. I want to jump in here if
yo,
you don't mind, dog. For me,
go ahead,
that
dog.
was it. That was everything looked crisp, man. Like I don't know what it was. Like it was like there was never a point where I thought Deadpool looked. I don't know if cheesy is the right word, but like, like if anything, I kept thinking to myself like, I still got to put respect on this dude's name as a special ops mercenary. Like I thought, like I was like,
yeah,
this motherfucker, like because the moments where he would put in style, like it was a stylistic choice, you know, like even when he used the elbow and the arm as nunchucks, he was still putting sauce on it. You know what I mean? Like he was like, oh,
He was
you
yeah,
going
know, it looked
crazy,
like
dog.
he
He was
trained for
going
that, even though
crazy.
it was, you know, he was dancing to fucking like bye 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 in the background. But you know, like y'all said, like even when he threw the sword out the ground and went in old dude's face, like, you know, I was just like, I mean, that's doable too. You know, in my brain, I just like, yeah, like somebody, a swordsman could do that. Like, you know what I mean? I never thought once like it looked. I never thought a scene. I mean, I think I was telling B that the only thing I maybe had an issue with was whatever they were doing or had to do with um Cassandra's face was a bit weird to me. There was something that was
What do you mean?
it was something like on the I don't know if it was like around her face, maybe because she had that like maybe because she had the skin on her head and she didn't actually shave her head. Maybe they was trying to
yeah.
smooth something in this area because it was don't get me
I thought it was her big ass head.
it could have been her big ass head. But she would sometimes she would do stuff like with her eyes or something and I kind of catch it and I'm like, ooh, that looked a little weird. Like I don't know what it is. Like you know what I mean? Because my brain was kind of like, she looks human, but besides her hands, right? So in my head, I was looking, I'm like, what? Something looks off about her, like looking at her, you know? And maybe it could have been that. Maybe my brain was like, that's a girl, but it didn't look like a girl. I don't know. Maybe that's maybe what my brain was doing, but yeah.
My,
Hmm.
I need to rewatch it. I didn't catch that.
You see,
But
right?
you
I
said
didn't
I
what?
really
mean, for
catch that.
me, I mean, there was something weird about Cassandra, not like really her character. Like I know for me, like that was probably really my only gripe with the movie in a sense. It's just like the villain. I felt like she wasn't essential to this story in particular. Granted, it's cool that they
What?
used her. I don't, and I think that because they didn't give her enough time to cook. They just kind of brought her in when they did. She did her thing a few times. And then, you know what I'm saying?
I
She let
think I'm there.
Wolverine and Deadpool go to the world they need to go to. So it was
I think
kind
I'm
of
feeling the
in and
same
out.
way.
Like,
So you
if
wanted
they,
to see her, you wanted to see more of her, is what you're saying.
yeah, I feel like there was either that or maybe
We
give
need to
us a
feel her.
different villain.
Yeah, we need. Well, I feel like we needed like to feel her presence more. Like we saw what
Yeah,
she could do. Like so this spoiler territory when she murdered Johnny Storm. She ripped that nigga flesh smooth off the
Yeah, that
face.
was shit was
exactly.
wild, dog.
I was like,
And I
oh
think
shit.
so. Yeah, that's what it was. Like maybe had she been I don't know, stalking Deadpool in his timeline before he actually had to go to where that what the void shit they was in. Like whatever that Badlands area
Yeah,
was.
The Borderlands.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like before maybe we should have seen her before we got there to
mm,
kind of
mm,
establish a, you know, a
like
tyrant presence in a
yeah.
sense.
I think I'm feeling the same way because I felt like we needed more of her and we need I needed to know like more of her motivation. Not just like she was in
Yeah,
the void. I'm like why do you like being in the void? Like for a person like that, I feel like she wants to try to get out of the void. And
But she
obviously
had
exactly.
that deal though. She had that deal with the TVA. Not what's his face? Not Paradox. he had to deal with the main TVA,
Yeah,
and Paradox went behind main
right.
TVA's back and was like, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But I feel she could just be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the main world,
And the
right? Like
costume design was just kind of. I also don't know what she's supposed to look like because I ain't
she
never
just
really
got regular shit.
seen
She
her in the
looked like Professor
comics.
X. But she walk around, she got a coat on.
Yeah,
It's pretty regular. It ain't she not in
Flash,
a flashy Mr. Sinister Apocalypse,
Kang.
Doctor Doom
Got it.
esque Kang outfit. She don't have all them colors. She just straight up regular.
That was
she's got a Michael Jordan scalp. She's out here living her best life in the void.
you're right. Her whole
Smooth
head
Yeah.
looks
egg,
like
head like an egg, brown eggs.
Hey, but she got like the perfect round head though, like for that
yeah.
character, dog. I'm not even gonna lie, dog. Like
Straight up
her
peanut
facial
head.
features, were I didn't realize she was that like thin.
She was like
I didn't
very
realize that
One
thin.
Punch Man esque, if that makes sense. That's why when
It
G was
does.
describing it, I was like, I get what he means. She kind of like One Punch Man, but like a woman though.
Right.
So yeah,
She look like
yeah.
Saitama, dog. Nah, right.
Oh shit! Well,
Oh
we're
man.
already talking about what didn't work for you guys. Is there anything else that didn't work for y'all?
Let me see what didn't work for me. What didn't? Okay, like I know they did what they could do with the CGI in her hands when it was going through people's
Yeah,
heads,
yeah, yeah. That
Oh yeah.
right?
some of the
I
stuff look good.
like,
Other stuff, yeah.
yeah, I like the idea of it, but there was a couple times where I was really looking at her fingers and I was like, they look kind of rubbery, you know.
Outside of
Probably could.
me, just regular.
No, 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 no. Like
Which,
when like the finger was coming through the eyes and
yeah,
nose and stuff. Like
yeah.
I think we could have got a little bit more, but I'm sure that shit is hard as hell to animate.
Yeah.
Like I
I
haven't seen
imagine.
anything. Yeah, I haven't seen anything animated like that in a real life movie type vibe.
Maybe
I mean, I've seen some similar stuff like
I
on
mean, they did it kind of with the
animated.
Matrix when they did the little when he was where Agent Smith was replicating himself.
hmm
Maybe something like on them
but like
lines they could have did.
Maybe I don't even like
doing this,
that.
it,
I think that's like, yeah, I think that's like a training
very
wheel version of what they did.
Yeah,
The but like like she went through the eyes and like got the dude's nose. You know what I'm saying? Like
she can't,
that was wild.
she can't.
Like
She dragged that nigga across the street. Bring your ass.
like
Get down these stairs, nigga.
like
Head
now I
ass.
was every time I saw her doing that, I was like,
Yeah,
ooh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
oh
ooh,
yeah. I was like,
like
ugh.
I was like, that looks like I had like my man Paradox looked like he was legit violated. Like
Yeah.
he was like, help, help. Like you know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like
hmm
he was hurting, man.
She was digging
Um
through that man's scalp.
what?
She was.
Um
Anything for you, G?
Um, no, man, not from what we've already talked. I do agree with y'all. Cassandra was a catalyst, a stepping stone for motivation for the bigger plot.
Mm.
Um, at the same time, I did think I said, didn't when we all saw X-Men, Byron had me cracking up. Shout out to Byron because Jean Grey atomized Charles in the house when she put him up at the corner.
Yeah, she fucked
That
him up.
nigga.
He's like,
So my first thought was like, ain't no way she did. Like, you know what I mean? Like Xavier was atomized and he was back. You know what I mean? So I was just like, okay, well,
hmm
we know Omega level mutants need to be, I don't know, wiped out of all timelines in order to be dead. So I was like, oh, we're gonna see more of her. That's the first thing I thought. I
Yeah.
was like, all right. Well, she might take on another corpse or something. You know what I mean? That's just how strong their minds are, the telepaths at that level. So I was just like, okay. But
True.
yeah, man, I am glad though that everything sort of complemented the original plot that we were introduced to in the beginning, even though it seems a bit unnecessary, you know. But if I always think about it, like you guys said, one of the examples is like, okay, when I think about the movie and I take that person out completely, would it have flowed? Maybe not, you know. So I'm like, okay, so then that means I enjoy having them in the place in which they play, you know. So, so yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I personally can think of is just little quarrels with the villain or how they portrayed the villain, but
Yeah.
just didn't give me enough of the sinister vibes that I feel like she could have potentially had.
I can see them.
Until you seen her disintegrate fucking Johnny Storm. Which I thought that was also a good touch, like having it feel like he was Cap at first. And then when the hood come off, it was like, oh shit, this motherfucker's Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
So
he said, flame on. Boy, I was hurt. I ain't even gonna lie.
I knew it was the Captain America, dog. I just like it was funny because I was just stumbling over my words when I was trying to say it. I was like, I think it was excitement. I was like,
Yeah.
that's not Captain America. I was like, that, and he was like, flame on. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If I remember correctly, I don't know, maybe it was a super earlier pod we had that I think somebody might have predicted that.
Dog, that's me, dog.
Or
I said that, bro.
That'd be crazy if they put Johnny Storm in there just for the hell.
Dog, I think that was my shit, dog. I think I said that, bro. There's a couple that I called, dog. There's a couple that I called, bro.
Yeah,
there's a couple that I was like,
I said I was gonna look back. I didn't get a chance to go back through it and check to see where everybody was right and wrong about. But I feel like you're right, because I feel like you might have said that, and I was like, I'm like, he could pop up in here, but they could save it for Secret Wars. But obviously they can't save it because that nigga's dead now.
True.
So like he was in.
No. I heard that he might come, like there might be another version of him as well.
Another version of Johnny Storm, or just like another version of Chris Evans playing either one of them.
Another version of Johnny Storm.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, because when he first popped up.
Jordan.
Ooh, see, that's what they can say right there.
See?
That's what they can say right there.
But he also got to be Killmonger too, though. So
yeah,
not that he plays a part in what's coming, but
Vince, that's crazy. Hold on, I didn't even think about that. I gotta take a moment to really digest that comment right there, bro. I didn't even think about that.
See, that's what I was gonna. My fault. I'm like, go ahead. Go ahead. I thought like they could say that for Secret Wars, where you see Chris Evans, Johnny Storm, seeing the other Johnny Storm from Fantastic.
That's what I was about to say.
That's exactly
what I was about to say.
I was like, that would have been fire.
Yeah.
Like, no pun intended. Like, that would have been dope.
Because there's nothing that says that Johnny Storm is 100% the Johnny Storm from the Fox universe.
That's true.
Could just be a rogue variant, right? Like, because, well, I mean, I guess we bounce around a little bit, but Channing Tatum's character, right? He was just a random rogue variant. You know what I'm saying?
That was fire, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's the one thing that did make me mad, because that really made me want to see it again. And I feel that was the first time we really got.
He killed that shit to me, though. He killed that shit to me, bro. He killed that shit to me, though.
He killed that shit to me. Really see him like really do his thing with the cards, not like dude did in the Wolverine movie. Like he was just kind of throwing cards around. This Gambit was actually sliding and fighting and actually doing, he was moving, dog. I was like, yo.
Yeah, dog. I agree.
They dropped the ball on not making him a solo movie with that. But
he was.
That was a nice touch.
The only thing is, I don't know, his costume look crazy.
I already know what you're about to say. I think you're about to say that. You're 100% right. You're 100% right,
like,
though.
They had to show you. It was like, look, this shit can't work. I'm like, we're gonna give you Gambit, but this costume can't work because that nigga can't move his neck. He moved his neck like Batman. That nigga was like,
nah, bro. It's not that it can't work. It's just Channing Tatum. He thick, dog. He's swole, like not swole, but you know what I'm saying. He not like. Yeah, so fuck you, G.
He said he thick.
Fuck y'all.
Channing with 3 C's.
Yo,
Channing's
dog.
thick.
Nah. I ain't put no 3
Channing
C's
thick
on
Tatum.
Y'all ain't gonna do me like that, dog. he's not like frail. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
He's
Yeah, he
not
needs to
like
be like
like
a
a
little more
slender body
slender.
type.
Yeah.
Yep, that's not his body type though. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what G
I ain't
said.
never.
G said like somebody you need somebody slender to pull it off. I don't know. It's just the whole fit just look crazy to me. Like I don't know
It
if I
did.
got.
There
That purple
was
was hell. That purple
there
was
was
hella
something
bright.
about the fit.
But I think it
There was
was
something.
intentional though. I think it was supposed to be, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like because
Yeah.
exactly.
let's
Yeah.
be real. Let's be real, right? Wolverine shit is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I
right?
think they were making it real close to how like we knew them as the cartoons and shit. So
Right.
that's even his
Like we
hair.
all,
Because I didn't like his
yeah,
hair, but that's how his hair is in the goddamn shits, the
right. Like
That's what we're
cartoons.
gonna come.
So
we all love.
Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead, G. Go ahead, G. Go
I
ahead,
mean,
G.
you brought it up. But
Okay, so we all love
keep going.
and we all wanted to see that yellow costume Wolverine, right?
yeah,
But I'm not even gonna flex, dog. The finest Wolverine was the burgundy joint with the yellow, bro.
yeah,
Talking
That
about the Woods
shit
getting ready
was
to fight Hulk. I was like,
crispy,
let's
bro.
go.
that's like
That
the primal Wolverine. I call
it
him.
was
That shit was
just something
tough.
about that
Chris,
it was
yep,
something about that shit. Like it was
Chris,
sleek. You know what I'm saying? Like
like the
cause the yellow, right? The yellow is looks a little more bulky. But something
Yeah.
about that like burgundy on the shoulders, like
and
just
they did
that
an
shit was
upshot of him too.
crisp.
We saw him on from like
Yeah.
I said, look cold.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then to give us the Hulk right after, I said, oh man, I didn't do
yeah.
I
that.
thought we was gonna see the Hulk face. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised. Just
I was
You
hoping
They
saw
we
should
it.
have
would.
You
gave us. They
saw
should
it.
have
You
gave us a little
like
fight.
I thought that's something like I thought we were gonna see
You're
a
right.
little fight. Like you saw like a piece of his face turned into the claws, and
In the
then you
claws.
yeah
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
That might be like I was gonna ask y'all what was your favorite moment from the movie. Like that whole montage that might be up there for me. Just we got to saw
Oh, I
different
know my
versions
favorite moment. I'll
of
wait. I
each.
know my favorite moment.
the
Uh,
montage was fire.
that shit was
Yeah.
tough.
I like the
That
reveal, like the way they revealed Elektra, Blade, Gambit was tight
Blade, dog.
because I
How,
didn't
how
That
really
was
was
expect.
how was
I
y'all
didn't
crowd?
expect it.
Yeah, and like the blade because we talked about it. I know you talked about it. I was like the
Yeah,
blade
we
shit.
did.
I was like, if it happens, that's gonna be fucking nuts because reportedly they don't fuck with each other, and
and what
even
they say in the movie, dog. What they say in the movie.
what they said.
He said I don't like you or something. He said I know shit like he said I still don't or whatever.
He
You
said
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
something
Like
along the lines. Yep, yeah.
right.
They made a joke of it. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
fucking
That was
brilliant.
the finest thing to me. That was the
Yeah,
finest thing to me, bro. When that
When he came
motherfucking
out,
Blade walked through that shit, I
everybody
said,
went nuts.
Everybody,
My whole audience lost their shit. I was like, yo, they
but
did
yo.
it. Oh shit. That's exactly why I was like, oh, he
I
fucking did
gotta
it.
say I wasn't expecting it. I was
I
not
wasn't.
either.
expecting.
I wasn't, dog. Like I wanted to see, you know, Wesley Snipes in the movie for
Mm.
sure. Like I was like, but when it happened, then my brain was like, wait, what,
Yeah,
what?
and I didn't
And
think
that
they was
music
gonna
was
give him
fire.
that much time either.
Yeah,
Yeah, dog.
I
same.
thought it was
And he
gonna be
was doing crazy.
like a quick situation, but
Yeah, I'm
he
in and
had a
out. I'm
few
like, yeah,
scenes.
they didn't do all the way what Spider-Man No Way Home did with the two other Peters, but
Yeah,
they still essentially had like a supporting role in a sense. Elektra, Blade, and Gambit. Because like for each one, so when Elektra came out for mine, everybody was like, oh, like some people knew, and I was like. I knew because I heard
Yeah,
we saw the rumors like
yeah,
she's gonna be in the movie, so I was like, oh yeah, Elektra, yeah. People were like,
wait,
and Blade came
They
out.
did it right
Like,
though. They did her right though. They like I
yeah,
thought she was just gonna be like kind of trash. Not like all three of them got real love in the movie. Like
yeah. They
and
did.
that's when it's like all the characters got like even the Rogues Gallery. You know what I'm saying? They all got love. Sabretooth got fucked up for sure. But he
He
got
did.
but 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 he did have his moment though, right? Like they started with him where they looked at him, he was like, oh, that's a motherfucking Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? That's
yep,
what Sabretooth was saying, right? He was like, nah. And he jumped down and he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he had the time, but then they were like, this is what will happen. Like Wolverine gonna fuck up this Sabretooth. Like, stop playing.
that Wolverine
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
with and
Right. But like, yeah, like it was like I think they gave even Toad got love.
yeah. He
Even
did.
Toad got love. And
Yep.
then Blade fucked him up. But still, dog,
Pyro got love.
you know
Just shit on Johnny. Just
what? That shit was fire,
didn't,
dog. Literally, huh?
didn't even move.
I think
Yo.
But
they did what Doctor Strange wanted to do with the cameos.
yeah,
hmm
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
like they did it the right way. Like the cameos was cool in Doctor Strange, but it was just like y'all really
Come
could have
on, man.
kept those. what y'all did.
They had a bigger playground, or at least like they went further with what they could do, because there was past stuff that we could rock with, that we knew of, like, people that's been down for it. So there was like more they could do from the past. Other stuff was like, ooh, speculation. And it was like, this is what somebody could look like as a variant, but no, they definitely delivered on that. G, remember what you was about to say?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah.
It was a weird setup before we got Elektra. I don't know if y'all thought the same thing, but we saw the bangle that Scarlet Witch wears. I'm almost positive. So I thought it was her. Like, I thought we was about to get
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, because they were showing, like, I don't know if you want to call them relics or whatever, but like stuff that was in the room, and the one that they like kind of sort of focused on before they show her. Whatever the thing Raphael uses, that weapon or whatever with 3 things.
The
Psy, yeah.
They showed the bangle that she like wears on her head. So I was like, oh shit. Like, it would be crazy if some version of Scarlet Witch was in the void. You know what I mean? Then it was Elektra. So I kind of had to like, I was excited, but I still was kind of like, it felt weird, you know? Like, I was like, oh, it's her. Oh, okay. You know?
Yeah.
So that was, I think that's what kind of did her a disservice to the crowd for me. Like, we were still excited, but it wasn't like as hype as Gambit and Blade. Like, if Blade would have last, I feel like people would have just seized out.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
my crowd, when they saw Gambit, people were like, like, people was like, oh, Channing Tatum. They had no idea who the fuck that was. Like, I was with some nerdy people. They wasn't that. At least my crowd wasn't that nerdy.
Dog.
I was like, dang, y'all get it. I was like, that's Gambit. I think honestly because I'm glad they made a joke of it. He was like, I don't know if I was like born in here or I was born outside, but
yeah,
he's like, I was supposed to do something, but it never really came about. And I was like, I'm glad you're making a joke. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know everybody else.
I don't think a lot of people really knew that. Like,
funny, dog.
Gambit in a movie,
right?
So
yeah, exactly.
I think that
he looked sad too. He looked sad too.
He did.
He was like, "Well,
right.
I don't know, my bad."
Right, I can't do nothing about it.
But I had a good feeling that he was gonna pop up in here because like him and Ryan are fucking boys. Once he popped up in Free Guy, I was like, he popping up as Gambit. I feel like I guarantee I said that shit at some point. Cause I was like, he's popping up. I don't know what he's gonna wear. Maybe and he did.
He went crazy for that little.
Oh, he did.
Scene
For sure.
He did.
He was
he
locked
went
in.
stupid.
I was like, hey,
dog.
I was like, yeah, you don't get one shot. Go at it. Do your thing, dog. Let him cook. Let Channing Tatum as Gambit cook. He definitely ain't coming back for Secret Wars.
I mean, he could.
He could for sure.
Because I mean, he held it down.
He showed it.
Like, I'll be mad. I'll be excited. Like, but that's another question I'll ask in a second. Anybody else had like a favorite moment? Was one of their favorite moments from the movie?
I thought the Henry Cavill thing was a nice touch.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know what they was trying to say with that, but it was just a nice touch.
They were just trying to give him some love. That's what it was.
I feel like it was just like the fan speculation. Same thing with John Krasinski being Mr. Fantastic. It was like, oh, okay, we're gonna give you what you want, because it was saying either Henry Cavill should be the next Wolverine or Daniel Radcliffe. And I was waiting for Daniel Radcliffe to pop up in one of the montage scenes, especially like at the bar scene when that nigga Hugh Jackman jumped off the bar. He was 5'4", nigga.
Talking about the little one.
Like, this is what you want on screen?
That shit had me rolling. I ain't gonna lie, that was funny as shit.
I was crying.
They played us, dog. Like, he looked regular while he was sitting down, right? He looked mad regular, dog. And then he came down. He was just, and then they shot him from way up top too to make him look mad short. I said, y'all wild. He said, oh, okay, comic book accurate Wolverine. All right. Yo.
I like the 80s Wolverine with the all black in the hair. That nigga hair was luxurious.
Oh, the Weapon X Wolverine. That's the one. That's the one from when Apocalypse take over everything. Yep. That's the Apocalypse Wolverine.
He was up there. He was fucking him up. I was like, it was like fire.
That dude was a savage.
Old man Wolverine on the porch.
On the porch. Blew his ass away.
Yeah.
Facts.
I was like, wow, we legit getting like the other legit old man Wolverine for real. Old man Logan. And I was like, that was dope. Like him on the cross.
Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if the villain was just like an evil variant of Wolverine.
I would have been mad. I
I'm
ain't gonna
mad
flex,
too,
bro.
man, because we got that
I would have been
Logan.
mad.
But maybe not maybe not it being Hugh Jackman, it being somebody else that's just makes a dope Wolverine.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
no, I can
mm-hmm.
see it. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
I
Because
feel
But
like
my thing is,
we
how
want to
does
see
that
Hugh
happen?
Jackman, and
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
yeah,
know if that plays into any comics or nothing, but I just think it would have
Mm-hmm.
been better than what we got from with Cassandra personally.
yeah.
But
Mm.
I'm not mad at the Cassandra shit, but she was just underused, I think.
Yeah. We needed to
But
introduce.
she not
I
dead,
think the good
dead.
thing to do was this is the way I look at it
I don't
when
think
I
she
take
is.
a
I
step
don't.
back. Is like they needed to introduce like a power scale with mutants because we've had some of the strongest Marvel characters introduced, you know. So when I think
Mm-hmm.
about what Deadpool did when Deadpool was in the lair, remember he was like he was like this is the fourth one, and he was like who? He was like Magneto, please let it be Magneto, like that. Because I was like, I think look, Magneto would have, as we know, he would have shit on Wolverine. Like he made a metal, you know what I mean? It would have even been it would have been hard,
Yeah.
but you know, kind of what they did. Don't get me wrong. Cassandra, I don't know if y'all remember this. Cassandra, when she ripped his skin off of Johnny Storm, she put Wolverine claws in his legs and then put him in the ground and drug him around in the ground like he was a
Yeah,
damn
yeah.
groundhog and just put him over there in the
Mm-hmm.
ground. He was just stuck. I was like, oh damn, bro, like what the fuck? But like,
Yeah, I think there was only room for one real Omega.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for sure,
you had
100%.
to get a toe. You had to get a kind of like a useful but still like kind of like bottom level. You know what I mean? You kind of had to get like the saber tooths and the pyros and all of
Who was
it.
that red Nightcrawler nigga?
The dad, yeah,
That's his Zazel. That's his
yep.
Zazel.
Oh yeah, that's his name.
you had
Yep.
to get him, you know,
Mm-hmm.
so you can kind of get that feel for the mystique level mutants and stuff like that. And then you had to transcend. You had to go up there where she is, where which is like there's nobody even remotely close that we know. You know what I mean? That wasn't Xavier and those guys. So I'm glad that they showed that, so that they feel like they had a place amongst motherfuckers that can literally manipulate space and time. You know, like they still gave them some relevancy. And like,
Yeah.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that kind of is a good segue to my favorite part, which was Wolverine Deadpool fight. But that shit, he
Yeah.
was just
But the
Which
Oh, in
dialogue
the
before
car.
the fight though,
yes,
the.
you
because you
trying
got
to
to
you trying to
just
second fight, right?
I'm talking about right where
yeah.
Deadpool let us know this is for y'all. Like this is for the nerds. Y'all been waiting on this one. Let's give them the one.
Mm-hmm.
Started when Wolverine started doing the run, and then he did
So are you talking the first fight then? That's your
Oh, the first
the
fight.
first fight,
Okay,
bro.
yeah, that one was dope too though.
That one was so dope. And then he did the spin claws from like Marvel SNK. He didn't say Berserker Baron. We know that was the move, you know what I mean? And see
Facts.
him with agility finally, you know what I mean? Like I think B used to say back in the day, it's like Hugh is still tall, bro. So like it looks kind of odd with him on ropes when he's doing like the Wolverine jump with his claws out. But to see
Facts.
him look agile on screen and look smooth as he was fighting Deadpool, but then Deadpool was still holding his own. Like,
He was.
bro, when he
He
took
getting off.
lips to the guns and then engaged him off his armor and was like, "Wow, bro!" And then when he kicked him, and the momentum from that made his sword unsheath, and he grabbed it, and I said, bro, hold on, bro, they fucking, bro, like, dog, let's go,
Yeah,
bro.
no, they was going crazy.
But to
What it
even
could
go to
be
even piggyback on that, the fight in the car was dope as fuck
dope,
too.
bro.
like you said,
It
the
was
Especially
the
just
lead
coming
up.
as good.
after, especially coming after that hard ass dialogue
He
that
was
Hugh
getting
Jack
in his
he
ass.
was going in on that dialogue where he was giving Deadpool the business. Like I was like he tapped into his what's that movie Prisoners?
Yeah,
He tapped
Mm,
into
Mm-hmm.
that bag on that scene. I was
he
like, yo,
was,
Hugh
dog.
Jackman be acting, bro.
He was. He was
That
facts.
acting.
motherfucker need an Oscar from something
He
because
was
that
acting.
motherfucker
He
be
had
in his
a couple
bag,
scenes
bro.
like that, dog. Since you want to talk,
Yep.
when he was at the fire and he said, "No, let me say it, bro." I felt that, bro. He said, because X-23 was about
He was
to.
like, "Wait, let him cook.
Yeah,
Let him cook."
he said, "No, I need to get this talk, man. I've been wearing this suit. You know what I mean? I'm drunk. I'm about to say my shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, oh, Hugh acting, bro. He acted.
He was like, I'm not the right. I'm not the right guy.
Yeah, dog.
You were never the right
You
one.
were never the right guy, dog.
I was
Fade to black.
ooh, tough.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope that he just like he was in the car with them the whole time, like when it was driving up there to
When he got the truck.
yeah, I was like,
That was just a hard ass shot though. Like
Yeah.
when everybody got
Yeah.
out and he got out the back, and it just the emphasis on him. I'm like, yo, that motherfucker just fight. No, it's hard to say somebody else could play Wolverine. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
dog.
I'm like, yeah, it's me tough, dude. When they
That's why
when
they
cast
keeping him. That's why they keeping
Till
him as
you're
Wolverine
90.
for the next couple movies.
till you're 90.
Till you're 90.
Oh, okay, all right.
Would you say? Hold
speaking
on, my bad. Would you say that Logan is or Hugh Jackman is up there with the Henry Cavill Superman in our brain?
no,
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
easy,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
easy. Yes.
Why you say no, B?
I'm gonna say no because not. I think for me it was just a bad comparison for Henry Cavill as Superman because when you see Henry cook long enough, to be honest, like when you've seen Hugh Jackman, like
I agree with that.
you know,
Yeah,
that's the
agree with
reason.
that.
Like it's just a
I agree
comparison.
with
No,
that.
like Hugh Jackman is up there for like as far as fucking shit. I mean, Deadpool. Like nobody's gonna be able to play Deadpool.
Nobody.
Like that's gonna be hard
Yeah.
as shit. Like just let that shit ride for a long time. Don't even try to
Yeah.
recast this shit. I'm trying to think who else.
I mean, nah, this is another one.
I'm just trying to think of like synonymous characters. Like
Yeah.
some people just still love Tobey Maguire as they see him as Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Like so even
Because
though
that's who they grew up with. That's who they grew up with, right?
that's
You got to remember there is also like a generational aspect,
each
you know,
one
to
for
like
sure.
when you were
Yeah.
introduced to these characters.
Mhm.
For
right?
sure.
But I will say this on your Henry Cavill comment, right? I think physicality of what and who Superman is, Henry Cavill had it in Man of Steel,
Yeah.
right? And I think he would have did right by that character. I think we got to remember, right? In the beginning, Hugh Jackman did not know who Wolverine was,
Yeah, no, that very
right?
first
You
X-Men.
forget
he was-
about that. Yeah, like people forget about that. Like, and then it goes back to what you were saying, Vince, with him being a hell of an actor, right?
Mhm.
After those first couple Wolverines, and he noticed that like people were really like, "Yo, Wolverine." He was like, "Okay, I need to do right by this character and really understand him." Right? And then that's when you get the X-Men Origins. They're like, okay, he's starting to become a Wolverine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you get the Wolverine, where you're like, okay, and then you get Logan. Because by the time that we got, because remember, there was like what 5, 6, 7 years between the Wolverine or whatever, and then you got Logan.
I think
Like, it was a good
I
little
want to say it was
space
like
of
4.
time.
I think it was like 3 or 4. I
And
want to say
then,
4.
and then you got the X-Men movies too with him in there.
Yeah, you know, so like. So let's say 4 years, right? So in those 4 years, you know that he went in the lab and was like, let me like learn this character. Let me see what this character is day in, day out. Like, okay, yeah, I'm too tall, right? Everything else he got down pat. And that's the thing about acting. It's never gonna be 1-to-1. It will never be that, right? But you can always portray the character through the homework that you do and what you do, you know? Like, I think, man, I do agree with you though, B. We didn't have them long enough. That's true.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, had
but
we gotten the Man of Steel 2 or 3 at least, and yeah, but you're right, because we only got him for Man of Steel and one Justice
Right.
and
Like
Justice League don't count. Justice League, we
League.
already
'Cause he
know
was
that's
dead
kind of
for most of the
the
damn
Although
movie.
yeah.
hard
That
to
ain't
picture
it.
someone else's Wonder Woman though. Not gonna lie. Gal Gadot, I think she would be arguably one of the ones.
I don't know. I don't agree with that one, bro.
I was about to say, I can see a few people playing
yeah, I'm
one.
like
I don't agree with that one,
I can
bro.
say
I can't give
yes
you that
and no.
one.
I'm kind of like 60-40 on it because like in Batman vs Superman, fire. Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
fire. Wonder Woman 2, I don't know if it's really her fault, but it's a lot going on in that movie.
It is.
Just
And
League
I
Zack
won't
Snyder's
say it's
cut,
her fault.
Yeah. It ain't.
like
Yeah, she was firing that.
yeah,
Because
like
this is my thing. Or go ahead, B. I'll say it after.
that was
Let's
it.
talk.
That was it. And like yeah, just like yeah,
Well,
as I say 60-40.
Yeah, I don't want to take the stage from G. So G, tell me, tell me like why you're locked in as on Gal Gadot, and then what I'm saying, I'll tell you why I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think that it's hard to put in words, to be honest. You know, I think what we're all describing is like this thing, this kind of like essence, I guess, maybe even the presence. I don't want to take nothing away from the actor, but I think
No, not at all.
I think naturally when I think of Wonder Woman and I think of a Amazonian woman that would naturally have an accent from an elder time, maybe because she's so old, what she would present like, she would be a taller woman, she'd be slimmer. She would. I feel like she just would look like Gal. Like she would look. That would be it. You know what I mean? Like she would not be as muscular, maybe if not a little bit more. Like she would. She just fits that. Like it's. I guess it's hard with the other two examples. I don't know. I feel on that one. That's who.
I can't do it, bro. Like
Yeah.
I think I think I think Gal Gadot, her face can be a Wonder Woman. Her hair, like, even her speaking, like, fine. But I can't give her frame to a Wonder Woman. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. She's way too slender. You know what I'm saying? Like, just off the principle of here's a shorty that's been fighting her whole life, trained in combat. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have muscle definition. And it's not going to be like Victoria's Secret model muscle definition. It's going to be, it's going to be like,
More like that
you know,
Katie
one,
O'Brien chick
like a wrestler.
from the
Mm,
I
wrestling from
shouldn't
that
say,
wrestling movie.
mm,
yeah, it's going to be more like a fit wrestler esque, a fit, maybe a track runner in the legs kind of
Like
like,
Rhea
it's going to be
Ripley
like,
or Jay Cardill, what's her name? The
Yeah,
wrestling chick?
Cargill,
Something
somebody I know you're talking about. Yep.
Cargill, yeah,
Yep.
something along like that.
and
Like
no, yeah. And the fact that
you know what I'm
carries
saying?
body armor, like ancient body armor, sword, shield. Like
You see what I'm saying?
she's
Like, yeah,
really wearing stuff that would make her present physically different ways.
Well,
yeah,
going off of what G saying about Gal though, like I thought at least like how they directed her and like what they gave her, especially in Batman vs Superman, like even though her frame she's tall and slender, like her acting, like those scenes, I was like, oh, I believe like her slim ass
hundred
yeah,
like
percent,
will beat your ass. Cause
same.
like
hundred,
we know
hundred
we
percent,
seen the slim girls what's my ass back in the day. I'm like, oh, that little skinny girl whooping
hundred
that girl
percent.
ass.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, but
like
it's not like you when you look at Wonder Woman is a brawler.
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Wonder Woman is a brawler, right? Brawlers, have those, muscular. Like we've all seen the shorties in the gym that are like thick and muscular, but they're
Mm.
still small and petite. They're still lady,
yeah,
Like lady muscles and man muscles ain't gonna look the same, right?
Or they
Like,
could.
when a chick, yeah, okay, with some help, with some help,
Some, yep.
right? With some help,
Unfortunately,
right?
yeah. That
yeah.
that
But like, yeah, but like we've seen like an athletic chick. I mean, even let's look at the dang, gee, help me out, man.
mm,
CrossFit games and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some of those, like, there's slender versions.
Yeah.
There's slender chicks that aren't super brolic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
don't only power queen.
Tia Claire
There's some of those slender
Tia
ones.
Claire Toomey. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I see the height, I see the face, the smoothness, right? The skin complexion, all that's there. The hair is there. I need more muscle definition than just like a slender. I wouldn't say petite, like slender build.
I feel that.
Like
Yep. That
and that's
sound like sorry to cut you off. Like that just
you
sound
good.
like we just need to like stop playing around. Just cast our own DCU before, like just for fun to see what the hell James Gunn gonna do. Like if we thinking like this along the lines like this, like might as well like just see what everybody come up with. Especially like since we watching all this stuff anyway, like and
Hmm.
this is our industry. Like let's start casting out
Yeah,
there, seeing what could potentially could be out there.
yeah.
Um,
definitely.
to get back on track, well, you know what a better comparison would have been instead of like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, it would have to Henry Cavill Superman. It would have been Hugh Jackman Wolverine as Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. That's the comparison right there. Because
it is hard to see it.
Yeah.
Tony's
like that's gonna be like, oh shit! I'm like, we get another like
right.
whenever that happens.
Shit.
That's another episode especially after Comic-Con.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
One last question before we start trying to give everybody's overall thoughts and ratings and everything. After seeing the movie, like, what's next? Did you guys? Because you said at the top, it felt like it felt like something different, right? It felt like it was Deadpool in the MCU, which isn't a bad thing. Were you guys thinking, what's next? Like, will we see another Deadpool and Wolverine movie since this one obviously is doing so well, especially this past weekend? Or we just another team up movie with Wolverine by himself going with somebody?
How did we end? How did we end?
Okay,
all the way, right?
So all right. Well, I guess we got to figure out where the hell you went to sleep at. Pretty much, Deadpool went.
Oh, not even that, right? Like, I remember. My bad. Let me rephrase the question a little bit, right? Because I do remember the end, right? But I'm trying to think like in context, right? Like I remember that Wolverine was all with the fam, everybody was chilling, blah 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 blah, right? I remember that, but more so, I guess my real question is more so with the storyline, right? Like, what justifies Wolverine and Deadpool hanging out with each other moving forward for a team up, right?
Yeah,
that's the real question.
That's true.
That's the real question, right? Like what, like why, right? We understand it now, right? Deadpool, got access to the multiverse, and he's always been in love with Wolverine. So he said, "I'm gonna go find a Wolverine," right? Now he has the Wolverine, right? We've had this whole story. Now we know we're gonna get more Wolverine. We know we're gonna get more Deadpool. Deadpool might even die in Thor's arm, right? For whatever random reason, right? That could be the way he died, right? Somehow, right? Right? We know Wolverine is gonna stay. Deadpool has to stay. I don't even thinking about like the comics. I wish I knew more of Deadpool on the back end and like where it goes with his character, because I don't know how that ends, right? So what do you do to make it more? Because Deadpool can't do the same movie over.
Yeah. One thing I do know, I mean, at some point Wolverine has to join the Avengers because that's a thing.
100%.
Right? Along with Spider-Man, like that's what people have been waiting on the longest. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Now I will say, I know we were talking about how X-23 is going to carry the mantle of Wolverine going forward. I don't believe that anymore, though, based on her. Well, I don't know. She was at the little family function with Wolverine at the end too. So yeah, I don't know. I guess just based on this movie, they didn't set her up to be like the next Wolverine.
I kind of feel like she was underutilized in the movie. If there's anybody that was underutilized in the movie, it was X-23 for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. We lost G.
You back.
Even, yeah.
No,
so,
but
I guess it's just figuring out who is the anchor being for that timeline.
For the new Fox timeline, the 100, what is it, 10005 or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's that? Well, it's supposed to be Wolverine.
Well, Wolverine was the anchor being in his, whatever that timeline was that he went and got him from.
But he was also the anchor being in the Fox universe, right? Because so Deadpool.
So who's the anchor being in the sacred timeline?
Probably Iron Man.
But he died.
Well, I think that too. Yeah, but that's why all the movies went to shit afterwards.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
That's meta commentary. But I mean, the 616 isn't dying necessarily, right? So it has to be somebody else as the anchor being like Cap ain't dead. Like nobody said Cap is dead, so
that's true too.
Cap.
I thought about it. It could be Cap.
Okay, but let me ask you this question, B. Right? So then, can an anchor being evolve? Right? Can they switch roles? Right? Because nobody went in and killed Iron Man. Right? He died in the way he was supposed to. Right? So I think, I'd have to rewatch the movie to see like why anchor beings like why a death of an anchor being creates a dead timeline,
Yeah.
right? Is it
Yeah.
a forced death or is it just a natural death? Because it can't be a natural death. That doesn't make sense,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unless
And
unless timelines just die off for no
had they
reason. I
used
don't see that.
anchor beings prior to this? I feel like that was my
No,
first
no,
time
no.
hearing it.
That's a Deadpool thing. Deadpool
Okay.
introduced that moving forward, which is a good situation. Sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I thought that they have, or like maybe they might have mentioned something like that, but they didn't say Anchor being in Loki season 2, possibly. But maybe I'm mishearing. I'm just conflating stuff
I know
from the
for a fact.
TVA
I really feel for a fact they ain't say nothing about
about
anchor
Anchor
being.
being.
Yeah.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah,
Unless
bro.
that's gonna be something going forward.
Yeah, I'm like, so I'm
That I
probably
agree.
wrong. I'm probably wrong. Um, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
question about who is Anchor being. But what I can see, like, why I asked that question about what's the possibility of what could be next, since mainly just off money. I'm like, I'm like Wolverine could have another. I'm like, all right, you want to run this shit back with somebody else? I'm like Wolverine versus the Hulk, since like we saw like a piece of it, when we get a chance to really see a piece of it, just doing that
Yeah, we want to
side.
see that.
Or do we get another Deadpool 4? Even though Ryan's made the joke that his family's gonna leave him if he makes Deadpool 4, or are we just gonna wait until we see them in Secret Wars? Because let's be real. Like, I mean, they made that joke. We're gonna do this till like he's gonna do this till he's 90, but like that's where they're gearing up for. We're gonna see Deadpool in Secret Wars. We're gonna see
For
Tobey
sure.
Maguire
Fact.
or Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. We're gonna
One of them is supposed to get Venom. One of them is supposed to get Venom. One of them is supposed to get Tom Hardy's Venom.
see, like we gonna see it, like we gonna see all of them in Secret Wars, and
100%.
So
like
Battle World, the whole
yeah,
shebang.
Avengers versus X-Men's possibility.
I was about to say maybe Deadpool is the person that bridges the gap between the X-Men and Avengers. Because he wanted to be a part of the Avengers. That's how this movie even
Ooh,
started.
I
Yes,
see where you're getting
But
at. Okay.
he went and found, Wolverine, but where are the rest of the
the X-Men
X-Men
bad.
in Deadpool's timeline?
I
Because
mean, I feel like
remember in the movies,
they're still alive. They just
they
wasn't
was
fucking with him.
always out on a mission,
Yeah,
wasn't they?
they outside. They ain't fucking with him. So,
Yeah,
Hmm.
so they just wasn't. They were just never there. They wasn't like dead or nothing. It was just Supersonic, Meg, whatever her name is, and then
Hmm.
Colossus
yeah,
was like the main ones we would see. So
that's good. I'm
they
like
probably gonna use him to do something like that.
something
Nah,
crazy.
for sure. For sure. I could see them because think about this too, right? The Wolverine that we have now, he knows about the X-Men, he knows about the Fantastic Four, he knows about the Avengers, he knows about all of the major Marvel teams,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because remember, he's like the Avengers, and then he said something, he said some shade for it. You know what I'm saying? So he knows about those big teams. So, that could be that introduction.
He said the Avengers pretty much invented shawarma. Out of New York,
Yeah.
and
What's a shawarma?
So
Yeah, that. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. Like I feel like we're going to see a small little version of Avengers versus X-Men somehow. Like whatever X-Men they're gonna pull out, but we're gonna see Spider-Man and all them.
Hey, is y'all
Toby
sound messed up? The sound is kind of going a little janky, so it might be my audio.
is going in and out.
that sound
Like,
cool
I don't
for
know,
now.
sound crazy muffled. All right, so it's probably me. Let me cut these headphones off. Keep going.
Yeah, so that's something. That's why I asked the question initially. Like, yo, like, what's next? G's yawning, so let's get ready to wrap this up. What do y'all on the movie Disciples score? What are y'all rating Wolverine? I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine.
I think we can all
Yeah,
agree.
tippity top, baby.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
Get
For
your
Yeah,
sure.
popcorn
hottest
ready
drinking. Get your
Yeah,
shit ready.
it's the epitome of
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, I had wings in
for
there,
sure.
and I
For
had some
sure.
Dairy Queen.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh God.
G,
I mean, I even say sensational.
you saying sensational? No, G.
You know, I said almost a 9, so I feel like
Yeah,
No,
like if I'm giving it a
and
number, I'll probably
yeah,
it'll be like a strong 8 point.
Same.
I
Like I
yeah,
said,
still like I still like
8.5.
No Way Home better. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think so too. I feel like that resonated a little bit better with me.
okay, yeah, okay, damn, that's a good. And I gave that a sensational. So no, this is under that. This is under that for sure. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I definitely put No Way Homes above this by a
Yeah,
ton.
I think that like in my head, I was when I walked away from it, like I'm like I had a good ass time, but I was thinking like because some people like backtrack and maybe like yeah, No Way Home was good, and then couple weeks later, they're like, I don't know if it holds up. I don't know if it's that good. I'm like, dang, like, do you not watch the same movie? Am I tripping? And I started thinking that about Deadpool and Wolverine, just off the cameo factor of seeing them on the screen together and doing the damn thing. Will people
First two Deadpool still hold
will
up.
it still hold up? But some of the other, like we talk about the villain stuff, and for me, the movie, if you make the villain a little better or do whatever, it also helps expand the story, made the movie a little bit longer.
You think we're a
That's
little
why
too
like
jaded right now because it's too fresh?
I was in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna say it's an 8.5, like in between there. Cause I initially said 9 to my homie. I was like, I think I'm just off the high of seeing the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me step back. Let me like rethink and recalibrate with my thoughts about the movie. But yeah, definitely get your popcorn ready on the movie Disciple score. Yeah, I think that's all we got. I feel
I'm
like
right here, dog.
maybe Dre might pop back on. Hopefully, we don't know, but if not, I mean, we're already good.
Oh
Him
shit,
right
I'm
now.
ready.
He
You
on
see
here
him
right
here?
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
he here. You
Facts.
All
don't
right,
see
well,
him?
I don't see him, but
I'm in the whole other
I
universe.
can't. Can y'all hear him?
That's like some
Yeah.
multiverse shit right there.
Well, I know he'll pop back up, and when we get done editing this shit. So, however Riverside works, they should just like,
I'm here.
yeah, I'm like, he gonna be here.
Right. He being great anchor universe.
Oh man, so let's call it a day because this shit's starting to trip. After we start getting an hour plus in, that should be like, hey man, you
Damn,
ain't paying
dog.
for it. I'm like, we about to start tweaking out. What do you guys think though of Deadpool and Wolverine? Did you guys enjoy it as much as we did? Comment below. Love to hear you guys' thoughts about the movie, theories about what's next for Deadpool and Wolverine going forward in the MCU. And if you enjoyed our podcast, make sure you hit that 5 stars and that follow button wherever you're getting your podcast from. And if you're watching and enjoying us on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell. Make sure you talk to us in the comment section down below because the algorithm has changed. For myself and the rest of the movie
Peace.
Disciples, we're going to holler at y'all on the next go round. We out.
Peace.